December mental health series episodes. On this episode, we'll be talking about mental health and money issues. And to discuss this topic with me is my brilliant panel, Dr. Jen Nyutu, CEO and founder, Mind and Beyond Wellness Center, Dr. Rehab Gatushi, clinical psychologist and lecturer, Mount Kenya University, and Dr. Sarah Kimaru Mushai, Dean School of Social Sciences at Mount Kenya University and coordinator, Persons with Disability. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode yet again as we continue to talk about December mental health check. So my first question on this very broad topic to you ladies is, how can your relationship with money affect your mental health?
Yeah, I think money is a good topic because we work for money and money for our living. And sometimes when you don't have money, it can affect your mental health because your children need food on the table, uniform for school, tuition. So when there is no money, then there is poverty, and people in the family can have conflicts, wondering what are we gonna eat? Do we go for holiday? Is there money in the bank? How do we invest? So money is a big topic. And on the other hand, when there is money and it's not well invested, you can find people becoming wasteful. Yeah. And again, it can bring stress to the family. And when you lack the money and you go to the wrong places to look for money, again, it can bring stress to the family and mental health to the individual. So it's a huge topic, as you say. So, Dr. what do you think?
Allow me to bring a quotation from the good book called the Bible. It says that the love of money is the root of evil. And sometimes when we talk about money, we are talking about something that controls people's lives, people's mind, people's behavior, people's feelings. And you know, our mental health has to do with our feelings, it has to do with our thinking, it has to do with our behavior. And sometimes you find that when people, have that compulsion towards loving money too much, wanting to go beyond your capacity, of course this affects relationships, it affects your way of thinking, it affects behavior. And that is where you find people will be implicated even in weird things. People get into behavior that is unbecoming because of this love of money. And it is good to say that money is both good and bad.
Yeah, I was just about to interject and say, money is important. Yes. We are all here because of money.
Because of money. And that's what I was going to say. We cannot demonize money, but we can say that it can control you. And when it comes to control, that is where now the issue of mental health shows up. However, if you if your thoughts and your behavior and your feelings about money is normal, and you are earning your money and using your money well, and going about business normally the way a human being should do it, then that is okay. But when you come to that compulsion and that drive, and all your thinking and your feelings and behavior is money, then there's a problem. You get into those mental health issues that we are talking about.
Any thoughts, Dr.
Yes,
Sarah?
I think what you are trying to say is, when it comes to an individual saying, I can do anything to get money, I think that is when everything gets wrong. Because now your drive for money, it ceases to be to meet your needs. It is beyond. You just want to feel you have money. And a lot of it. I think that's how the young people describe it. I just want a lot of money. So sometimes we need to ask ourselves, what is this that I need to? Why am I in need of this money? Is it to meet my basic need? Is it to get out of the level of poverty? Just to feel that it is fulfilling to have money, but not excess of it. it's not good to be a beggar. I hate poverty. I hate it with all of my heart.
Me too.
Yeah, so I don't mind money. But then when you talk of lots of money is when you want to define what is this lots of money.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So there's an obsessive need for young people to be successful overnight. So you get people being very gullible to, Ponzi schemes, to con artists, things that are happening online and stuff like that. Why do you think there's an obsessive need for young people to feel like they need to be successful overnight? And why is it becoming also rampant? Dr. Jane?
Yeah, I think for young people wanting to start their life from the top, they actually forget it's a process, it's a journey. If they were to sit with people maybe who have money, they would know that it takes like 40 years maybe to drive a good car, to live in a good home. It doesn't just come easily. You have to be ready to journey and to work hard, being diligent and looking for money. For young people, if you realize you are going to the apps, maybe to deposit money, 1,000 shillings to get 2,000, I can tell you, you are doing very bad. You are not okay. It can lead to serious mental health challenges, because we have actually witnessed people who have deposited money, and by the time they go back to their app, the app is not working at all. And some people have been admitted to hospital because they lost everything that they were trying to deposit. Yeah. And I would advise young people to be ready to have a journey, a process, and even look for advice from people who have made it, maybe the right way, so that they can understand the journey to make money. Yes.
Dr. Rehab.
One psychologist said that life begins at 40. Yeah.
Does it though?
Yeah, and I want to clarify or qualify that the way I understand it. Yes. Below 40, it is like you are now building a foundation. You are going to school, you are learning things, you are maybe getting mentored and all that. But you see, the young people these days want to begin to do things that their fathers have done after 40. They want to come out of school and begin driving a big car and begin living in a big house, which is not possible. So you find that they'll go to any lengths, and that's why you find a lot of betting, because they believe that I can put in, like Dr. Jane says, put in 1,000 and get 2,000. I can put in 10,000 and get 100,000. And that is the vibe that is there these days. Online, a lot of online betting, a lot of even encouragement on TV to bet, because there's that feeling that if I put in little, I'll get more. And most of the times you want to get this much money without much input. Like you don't want to work hard, you don't want to get dirty, but you want to reap benefits, which is not possible. So you find people getting into issues of mental health because of that understanding that I can be able to put in little and get much. And you hear them say, watch this space. Watch this space.
It's a phrase used by many people.
By many people. Soon I'll
silent moves.
Yeah.
Making silent moves.
Silent moves. You see me drive that big car, which is not normal. And I think really people would need, young people, and even some older people, they would need quite a bit of psychoeducation on this issue of money and how it can drive you into serious issues in mental health. Yeah.
Dr. Sarah, I can see you smiling.
Yes, I'm smiling because I know we are also living a life that we can say we are lying to each other. the feeling that when I have money, quote in quotes, I'm okay. Yeah, so I want to show people that because I have money, everything is gonna be well. I'm okay. I think that is what is the drive also for these young people. I think even people who have made it, we are not open to tell others that that's not all. There's beyond money. That it's possible to have money, but the whole night you're not at peace. You're just crying, you're just in tears. Just as I said the other day, that young people will say, I would rather be driven in a Prado where crying, but not be on a bicycle.
Exactly.
that mentality of, I just need to be seen. But I think there is also some pressure from external forces, where so-and-so son is driving, so-and-so son is doing this and the other. And so my daughter is married to this. So you want, even us, we want our children to drive those big vehicles. We want them to be seen doing this and the other, and without considering where they're getting the money from. So that life is not really genuine. People are hiding under the sand. We are not really coming out into the open and telling people money is not everything. Money is just part of life. It makes our life, there is some conveniences that come with money, but then it's not everything. Yes, that's something that we need to bring out.
Wanasema wasemao kuwa elimu ni bahari haishi kwa kuchotwa. Wakati mwingi natangamana na wanafunzi madarasani, sio kama mwalimu bali kama nahodha kwenye kipindi cha tasnia ya elimu. Na iwapo utanikosa madarasani, basi utanipata nyanjani nikisaka habari zenye usawa, ufasaha na ukweli. Na iwapo utanikosa nyanjani, bila shaka utanipata studioni, hapa nikisoma habari na kuendesha mijadala mikomavu. Mimi ni Andrin Kilemi, mpenzi wa lugha ya Kiswahili na elimu kwa jumla.
They say money makes the world go round. So let's slow things down a bit. Put things in perspective. From the markets to the streets to the stocks, we make the complex comprehensible.
I'll post everything on social media, and you've seen me yesterday maybe traveling, but you can see it's like I'm here, but I'm 100 or 1,000 miles away. So social media is definitely playing a big part in eroding those what do we call the ideals that people had before of hard work. So my question to you is, how can we instill these ideals back to the young generation, the Gen Zs, who today they see a social media influencer buying a Jeep. They also want, I want to buy a Jeep at that age. And probably the social media influencer is just marketing the Jeep.
I think it's just the idea of being human, knowing the reality about life and understanding. And that's what we are lacking, because like the doctors have said, it's like children are being brought up and they are not exposed to the ideals. Like you are talking about the traditional life we used to have. The social media's glamour is facing them, the fashion, the cars, the houses. So they are imagining, this is the life, this is where I want to be. So there is some kind of a lie. The mind has been lied to. It's time to wake up and start living reality right from the doorstep at home. Tell the children the ideals of hard work, going to school, reading, working, being mentored, and knowing that what your parents own, it has been a process. And if you are 20, 30 years, you still have the opportunity to do more, even to exceed your parents, if you are focused. But if you start climbing the tree from the top, then you can easily fall down, and there will be a lot of challenges in that. So a lot of psychoeducation and the emptiness that people have, what are they trying to fill in that emptiness? Because when you are thinking out of the world, then you have a problem. Go back to your creator and ask him for your blueprints, and pray and work hard. Yeah.
Any thoughts, Dr. Rehab?
Yeah, there's something called self-awareness. And sometimes when young people, and generally the generation that we are in right now, we are so focused on the achievements of other people. You see somebody in JKIA, they are traveling and they have put their picture there, and they are saying, USA, here I come. And then you are seated here and you are like looking at yourself and feeling, oh, I wish. However, what you don't understand is that you need to look at yourself, self-awareness. And who are you? Get to understand who are you, This one may be at JKIA, who are they? Are you related? Understand yourself.
They probably took months to plan the trip.
You don't know even how they are going. You don't know who sponsored them. And here you are feeling so demotivated because of somebody else going out there. You don't know how they have lived their life. And you are looking at yourself, and maybe you are looking down upon yourself. It's good to be self-aware. Take time to learn about yourself. Take time to evaluate, what you are and what you have and what you need to do. And understand that they say that Rome was not built in a day. So do your thing and take, stock of your life. Take one step at a time. Build a foundation, and then from that foundation you can rise. Because some people just want to rise without a foundation. Again, the good book says that it is clever to build not on sand, but on a firm foundation. Because that is where now you can be able to rise without the fear of crumbling. But you see, now we just want to look at that one who is in the US, in UK, and all that, and we want to be like them. We don't know who they are. We don't know what they have done and where they have been.
Dr. Sarah?
I think I'd wish to talk about two things that I think people are trying to feel. There is emptiness, as Dr. Jane has put it. A lot of emptiness. And so money seems to be like a cover-up. So I am here. I feel I have this problem. If only I have money. You look, everything you are like, if only I had money, I would have gotten married to a good husband. If only I had money, I would have married a good wife. If only I had money, I would have gone to US.
I thought with the husband, they look for the ones with money.
Really, it's not yet. Most of the people who have got money, they married when they were very down. Actually, if you want to see lasting couples, people, marriages, it's about people who built themselves from the ground, and from zero, and they have come up together. Because if anything, all of us have contributed to what we have. We have worked for it. So there's no one like saying, "I wish you did," or you came and found me I had, or I brought to you.
But the young girls are saying, well, the first quality, he has to have money.
That's where we are speaking. We are saying they are missing it. Because they're thinking that when I have money, it will bring in and it will come in and fill this vacuum of love. It will come and fill this vacuum of self-esteem. It will come and fill this vacuum of I have been seen as a failure. If I have money, people will see me as successful. So there is that emptiness. And with that is why Dr. Jane said it very clearly, that go back to your maker. There's still some spiritual part that cannot be filled with money. You may have a lot, but there's still that which it's only God who can fill. And it's good we say it in this show, that it's only God who can fill it. Whether you have excess money, whether you don't have it, you still need to have an intimate relationship with God.
Whichever your religion is.
Yes, whichever your religion is. It doesn't matter. You need to be connected.
Yeah.
Because there is that part that we feel it's Him who can give fulfillment and satisfaction. But the issue of cover-up has been done so much in terms of people want to show off. And so I want to do this big house so that I cover up of the issues that I have, the internal matters we have as a family. We have had cases of people who have been seen in churches and they are worshiping together, but after that you hear the things they have done, meaning something was not right, but because they have the big things that are seen by men, you cannot detect or discern there is a problem with them. So it is true where it's not good to be poor, as we had said earlier, but you need to be careful not to be obsessed with the need for money, thinking that it will fix every of our problem. It will not. I want to repeat it again. It will not. Money will not fix all our problems.
But it will fix some.
It will fix some, but not all.
Dr. Sarah, finish it up. Wrap it up for us.
Thank you. I want to say, as my colleagues have said, it's good you get to know what are your strengths. It's good to know you have dreams. Everyone has dreams, but let it be that even in your dreams you don't compromise your integrity and you don't do things that you regret later. Because I think that's the biggest mistake that we are making, that you find yourself, you're trying to make money, but later you regret of the things you have done. Then I also need to say it's good that we get to know we are not gifted the same. So you could have money, but the sources of money or the cause of why you have money, it may not be like your neighbor or your colleague. There are those people who are good in doing business. If you are good in that, pursue it to the latter and do it in the best way you can. If you're an academia, like I am, I don't mind to study and study more if that is what will make me get money. There is what we call upward mobility, and there are different reasons why people can move upward. And so we don't need to think success when it comes with money. If I become a successful academia, I don't mind money, but I'm happy when I'm mentoring other young people. Let's see what can give fulfillment or satisfaction, not necessarily in monetary value. And I think with that we shall live a healthy life. We shall be a happier society because you know your lane, you know where you're working at, and I'm not going to hinder you from achieving what you have. But at the same time, as a society, I call upon all of us to say that we don't need to put pressure on other people. Let's not always think success is only on monetary value. Let's also appreciate other types of success, not necessarily on money. That when I see you are a good presenter, I can say you are doing well,
thank you.
You are good, and you appreciate and you feel you're going home an appreciated person, not because of the vehicle you drove, but because of even your personality.
Absolutely. Thank you.